our 7 Tasmania studios. Your nightly news with Peter Murphy begins now.
Emergency services were called to Campania today after a car rolled north of Richmond. The vehicle was travelling northbound on Colebrook Road when the incident occurred at around midday. One lane of traffic was closed as authorities worked by the roadside. No significant injuries were reported. New Year's Eve preparations are ramping up a notch as Tasmanians look to send off 2023 in style. Organisers of some of the state's largest events are putting in the final checks, ready to welcome thousands of revellers through the gates.
Almost ready to bring the party of the year to the park. Beerfest organisers are busily transforming the riverfront for a New Year's Eve extravaganza.
We're watching the tickets closely because we're getting close to selling out, which will be 10,000 people across the evening.
The mainstay of the North's festive calendar is promising to deliver the ultimate celebration.
It's got something for everyone, so we've got the best in Tasmanian beers, ciders, cocktails, wines. We've got live music.
Continue to contribute to Launceston and to Tassie and to see how it's grown from a little street party into what it is now.
The traditional fireworks display is expected to be a major drawcard. Crowds tipped to line up for prime position to welcome in the new year with a bang.
What a great spot to usher in a new year. It's a brilliant vantage point to see the fireworks.
While it's all systems go in the north, taste festivities in Hobart are nowhere near running out of flavour and fun.
The New Year's Eve celebration for us is one of our main focuses for the event. And we've got John Stevens from Noiseworks and In Excess fame.
The festival is already toasting its record run, looking to continue into tomorrow's Community Day, offering free entry between 12 and 4.
It's really designed to ensure that this is a really accessible event to all families.
All before the party ramps up for the final send-off.
We're in the middle of the action and if you're a patron here, you've got the best seat in the house.
Ready to raise a glass to 2024. Victoria Easto, 7 Tasmania News.
The RSPCA is continuing to call for tougher firework regulations ahead of planned displays across Tasmania for New Year's Eve. While the displays are appreciated by most humans, the group warns they can have detrimental effects on dogs, cats, horses and even wildlife. Owners are warned to keep furry friends inside if possible so they don't attempt to run away. Our state and the Northern Territory remain the only jurisdictions where the sale of fireworks is not illegal. Rebecca White is banking on a mood for change as she eyes off Labor's return to government. Claiming too many are being left behind, she's promising a focus on the basics. Josh Duggan sat down with Ms White for the second part of our political Year in Review series.
Tasmanian Labor has spent nearly 10 years in the political wilderness. Leader Rebecca White says her team is ready to return to power.
I think the biggest difference now is the experience our team has, the stability they've demonstrated and the way that they've worked across the community.
The government spent 2023 battling divisions, defections and dog days in Parliament. Despite that, Labor still trails them by 10% in recent opinion polling.
I think Tasmanians are paying attention to politics to the point that they see what's happening and they don't like it. They don't like the way the government's operating. They feel like it's time for a change. But I also know Tasmanians are looking to us to see how we're going to do a better job.
An election is due by May 2025, with some still predicting an early poll. The party's pre-selection, again, controversial. Former leader David O'Byrne left off the list. An internal push for him to return brushed off.
There's a shared commitment to make sure that we deliver a Labor government. And that's consistent. You talk to any single person in the Labor Party, they'll tell you the same thing.
Labor began to roll out its own election platform this year with a focus on health.
We will cover the HECS debt for all 90 nurse practitioners. We will cover the HECS debt for enrolled nurses who want to upskill.
Power policy has also provided fertile ground for campaigning this year.
Your refusal to adopt your own power price policy to cap power price increases has caused households to pay almost $500 per year more since June last year.
Labor's own positions have caused headaches though, helping set up the stadium planning process, waving through electoral donation laws and supporting mandatory sentencing for child sexual abusers, despite claiming to oppose all three. Ms White's dismissed criticism of that as Hobart-centric.
When I move across Tasmania and I speak to people, whether it's in Geeveston or Smithton, What they're telling me is they want a government that's focused on getting the basics right.
Brand damage or white noise? The ballot box will reveal all. Josh Duggan, 7 Tasmania News.
While Christmas might be over, the cherry craze is still going strong for farmers across the state. Producers thankful the warmer conditions have stuck around as locals and travellers alike venture out to secure a bag of the tasty goods.
For Michael Oakford, this summer's abundance of cherries was a welcome relief. After last year's heavy rainfall saw much of his crop split.
Looking at virtually a crop wipeout, 80% damage, and we salvaged a bit.
Reasonably dry weather means this haul has grown to the perfect size and quality. Woodstock Cherries in the Huon Valley plans to pick about 60 tonnes. That's around 15 varieties, including the festive favourites, Lappins and Regina.
Pre-Christmas, the car park in front of the shed was chock-a-block. We couldn't sell them. We never had that much, and we'd sold out in an hour, a couple of hours.
While further north, orchards like Anita Cherries weren't so lucky. The region hit with December rain, causing some splitting, but it's still been busy.
Yeah, it's quite busy than last year. Yeah, but this year, we try our best to do everything better.
The East Tamar farm high in visitor numbers, with many coming to pick their own.
Yeah, the international tourists, the local and other from Hobart.
For many local growers, the export market remains strong. Woodstock Cherries hopes to send 40 to 50 tonnes overseas, primarily to Asia. The bumper crop has also seen producers looking for additional seasonal workers, something also in abundance.
We have had to bring more people in, so we've got a team organised now, and it's been incredible the amount of people that have been around looking for work.
And it won't be long before these farmers get set to do it all again in 2024. Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
The Tas Carnival Series results are coming in thick and fast. Passionate crowds were on hand to cheer on yesterday's Devonport edition, featuring some hotly contended athletics and cycling events. Local favourite Laura McShane storming across the line to win the women's Devonport gift. And after a win in Hobart, Jordan Maynard has found himself on the podium again, claiming the men's gift.
At the challenge, it's Jordan Maynard in front. Taj Singleton's not going to get to him. Jordan Maynard gets the gift.
While on the bike, Singapore's Valencia Tan is continuing her impressive series, clinching the women's wheel final and an $8,000 cheque. And Jack Lightfoot held off a hotly contended men's 3,000 wheel race to take the 2023 Devonport title.
Good evening. A steady stream of showers passed over much of western, central and southern Tasmania today behind a cold front that passed overnight. Today, Hobart 18, Launceston and Devonport 21, Burnie 19. The state's top recorded at St Helens with 22 degrees, Flinders Island, Low Head and Friendly Beaches all 19, King Island 18, Maria Island, Bushy Park and Strawn 17, Grove 16, Lyweni just making double digits with 10 degrees today. A field of unstable cumulus cloud passed over the state from the southwest today. Low-level cloud is seen over the southeast of the country with an impressive line of thunderstorms over southern Queensland. Tomorrow, a ridge extends through Bass Strait from a high that's centred on either side of Tasmania. West to southwesterly winds 10 to 20 knots, reaching 25 knots in the far south. Southwesterly swells in the west and south, building up to 5 metres. Partly cloudy conditions for the south for the very last day of 2023. Hobart 23, Richmond 25, Ouse 24. Sunny in the north, Launceston 25, Devonport 21. Fine conditions also for Deloraine, 24's the top. 21 and sunny in Burnie, Strawn cloudy 20. Cloudy also in Curry, 19's the maximum. St Helens mostly sunny 22, sunshine extending to Swansea 23 and also to Whitemark 21. New Year's Day, fine until showers develop about eastern, southern and central areas. Tuesday, showers about the east and south extending statewide during the day. Wednesday, showers about the east developing elsewhere during the afternoon. Let's have a quick look now. Further abroad, 26 and sunny in Adelaide. Fine also in Perth 31, cloudy in Sydney 24, 31 and showers are on the way for Brisbane. Currently in Hobart it's 15, 18 in Launceston and 17 in Devonport. Murph, great to have you back on deck.
Why, thank you very much, Kaya. Now, I know you're a very social person, so you can have New Year's Eve off, but I'll be happy to join you tomorrow night. Look forward to seeing you then. Good night.